Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew, and it is just me. There's no Oliver, it's just me, hanging with Horst. Today, we're talking about trending topics. So many things going on in the world, and normally on our other shows, we don't talk about trending topics. So I was it's just something different. And for me, since I'm doing this show all by myself, it's a learning experience. I'm trying new things with editing. I'm trying to get better in front of the camera. But all in all, it's just a lot of fun, And so yes, we're gonna get into some trending topics. These are the ones that I'm going over are pretty much the most trending in the world today. I'm sure we all heard about them. Comment below, let me know what you think about each topic. I wish you guys could chime in live, that would be cool, but unfortunately we can't. So, first one, Gabby Petito. So the coroners found out what happened to her, that she died by strangulation. Crazy, this whole scenario. I know that they got pulled over by the cops recently before all this went down. There was like a domestic dispute, kind of, in a way. And in my mind, I was thinking, what if one of them went into custody that day? Would this whole outcome be different, or somewhere down the line would it still be the same? Unfortunately, they still can't find Brian Laundrie. He's still a suspect. He's still out, wanted. He's one of the most wanted men right now in the United States. Don't know where he is. Don't know, if he's alive or dead. People are saying his parents are in on it. His family's in on it. I don't think they are personally. I think that it's just, he's on the run. He knows he messed up, and it's not proven that he is responsible for the murder yet. But I feel when he gets caught, I feel that he will confess to, the murder of her, unfortunately. And one of the things that I'm thankful for is Dog the Bounty Hunter jumped on this case, which is cool. I understand everybody wants to help, but I think he's doing it all for the wrong reasons. He used to be pretty famous, with his TV shows, and I think that he was jumping on this case personally just to, get another TV show or like a publicity stunt. But unfortunately, he is now off the case, thank God. Because I think, the FBI, they know way more than Dog the Bounty Hunter, let's say. I don't know if you guys are fans of Dog the Bounty Hunter, but, it is what it is. He's a reality star, and, he just leave it up to the FBI, please. But yes, unfortunately, Gabby Petito, she was strangled. The coroners found that out. So now we just go from here. I don't know where these people lived in a van, so they traveled everywhere. They know they just know how to live on their own, and they're pretty good at it. So he could be anywhere. I'm sure he's able to survive by himself, but you can only go so long, especially when, if in the United States and everybody knows, and with all the cameras and, social media, just everything that goes on, he's eventually going to get caught. Now, will he be alive or dead? That I don't know. I'm assuming if he does, unfortunately commit suicide, he was just obviously guilty. If they catch him, he's gonna have some crazy story, and we'll have to see. So let me know your thoughts on this whole scenario. It's crazy. Also, what's crazy is space. Now, all these rich people are going into space. Now, they're not going into outer space. They're just going into just outside Earth to where it's considered space. So William Shatner, he went up. I can't believe this guy is 90 years old I seen a picture of him and I just couldn't believe that this guy was 90. I mean, he looks way younger than 90. Of course, he's rich. He probably had a lot of work done to him. But yes, Blue Origin sends William Shatner to the edge of space. The 90-year-old actor launched Wednesday aboard the rocket and capsule developed by Blue Origin, the private spaceflight company founded by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Of course, I mean, talk about a never-ending supply of money. This guy's so bored. They're flying into space now? I mean, what? This historic joyride made Shatner the oldest person to reach space. He made it back safe, and he said the trip was amazing. Now, me personally, I'm scared of heights, but I would try this. Going into space. Oliver and I do a ton of shows on a bunch of crazy stuff. We've done one on space. We've done everything. But to be up that high and to see the Earth, oh man, that would be so great. But the risk. I mean, so what? There's 3 people that done it. Richard Brand or whatever, Jeff Bezos and his brother, and now William Shatner. And now you can guarantee you down the line, just more rich people are going to start doing this, which is good. I get it. Space is amazing. There's so much to learn about space. We did a show on one, obviously, and I couldn't believe the research that we came up with. It's never ending. And also, like all the space satellites up there, there's like a ton of space satellites that are just floating around, almost like garbage here on Earth. That's the one fact that I just will never ever forget. But yes, William Shatner, Blue Origin, another successful trip to space. I don't know if any of you were Star Trek fans. I was not. We just talked about that recently. So yeah, the Blue Origin, William Shatner. Who will be the next one? Comment below. Let me know who you think will be next. I can't even imagine who would be next, to be honest with you. There's so many rich people out there. Or maybe it just seems like that because of social media. But, and I think it costs a pretty penny to even go up in space. Like, it's got to be over 10 mil, 20 mil, I think. I'm not sure, but I'll never be able to do it unless we get sponsored and they send us up there for free, and you know, we're able to do a show from up in space. That would be pretty sweet, and I know Oliver would be down with it. So going on to sports, the Los Angeles Lakers, my favorite team, debuted preseason last night with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook combo, the big 3. You know, they're the pretty much the favorite to win the championship. I mean, you got 3 all-stars, Hall of Famers on the team, plus they have Carmelo Anthony. But the funny thing is they lost the preseason game to the Golden State Warriors, which is cool because it is preseason, and all of them didn't play the whole game. I watched a little bit of it. I don't really get to see too many games because A, I don't have cable, and B, I don't have cable. And I go to bed so early, and Los Angeles is always playing super late at night. But I did watch a little bit of it. I'm pumped. I can't wait, you know, just to watch the Lakers win. So my football team is the Giants. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. Baseball team, Oakland Athletics. I don't think they're going to win the champion. They're not even in the playoffs. I think they made it a couple years ago, but nothing crazy. Hockey, I really don't have a hockey team. If I did, it would have to be the Buffalo Sabres because they're close. So yeah. But for me, the Los Angeles Lakers, if they win it all, I will be pumped. I will be happy as hell. And I can't... So the other teams that maybe could beat them is the New Jersey Nets. They have Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, which I don't know what's going on with Kyrie Irving because he won't get vaccinated, which is good. It's your choice, everybody's choice. but he's losing like $136,000 a game when he is not playing. So now that he's not vaccinated, they're pretty much kicking him out until he does get vaccinated. But that's just a lot of money. And I don't care how rich you are. If you're going to make $136,000 in 2 hours, oh my God. And I always say money talks. And he he's got strong beliefs. So I don't think in this case money will talk. I think he is going to be defiant on, not getting the vaccine, which is fine. But yes, the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, I'm excited for the Big Three. Comment below, let me know who your favorite team is, basketball team. And, another team that could beat them is Golden State. Steph Curry, he's just amazing. Klay Thompson. So it'll be an interesting NBA season for sure. And listen, any team could win. Just because they got all these players, there's injuries, there's, trades, there's all sorts of things that could happen by the end of the year. But they're the front runners for now, which I'm excited about. So I get to wear my Kobe jersey, and I can just have a little bit of fun this year. So because I get texts weekly, I get messages weekly when football season's here about the Giants, how they suck and how they're not. I get it. I know they're not. But they are the best 1-4 team now. Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. But one more thing that's trending. That Oliver and we did a show on the Queen, Elizabeth. Man, was that one of the greatest shows that I've been part of for One Drink Podcast. Just because all the stuff that she owns and she literally owns and has millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Her net worth, it's just crazy. You got to go back, watch the show. It's on the Queen. Oh man, so cool. But she was in the news, and unfortunately, it's not that bad, but the Queen Elizabeth was pictured using a rare walking stick in London's Westminster Abbey Tuesday as she attended a service to mark the century of a UK Armed Forces charity, at the Poppy Legion. So they're making a big deal about this because she is 93, 94. Normally when she's out, she can walk by herself. Unfortunately she is getting old, and she had a walking stick. So, to me, I don't know why that's trending, just because she's so huge. So what I did is I went to social media, I started following her, and everything with our show, I added her. And Oliver and I were, deep thinking, maybe the people that are in charge of her Instagram look at it and maybe be like, hey, who are these guys? Chances are like winning the lottery. I know, I get it, but it's just a chance you have to take in this crazy world we live in. But yeah, so the Queen Elizabeth with a walking stick. That walking stick probably cost $5 million. I'm not sure, but she owns some of the rarest paint. You got to go back and watch the show. She just owns so much crazy stuff. And the number one fact that I will never get out of my mind from here on out is that they have an unlimited ATM machine down in their basement. So if they ever need physical money, they can go down, take out whatever they want, and when the machine's empty, the bank that sponsors them will come and literally refill it. Just like that. Now, I don't know, I would love to have something like that, as you would too, as everyone, but golly, that's crazy. So yes, those are some of the trending topics going on in the world today. I will be doing a couple more of these shows here and there whenever I have time. between every other show that we're doing, you know, it's kind of tough, but I had a little bit of time and I was wondering what I could do. I was going to do a show on 80s videos and music videos, but I'm not able to do that simply because the copyright issues, and if I use somebody's videos or songs, you know, I'll get in trouble. Not by the law necessarily, but our YouTube channel will get in trouble for using copyrighted content. And we got, you know, we got some good traction going on our YouTube channel, and I'm not going to put that at risk. So I thought I would come up with a show, Trending Topics. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about all these topics. I wish I could do this live and have you guys comment right away, but it is what it is. And yes, so that is the show for today. Thanks for hanging with Horst. Please subscribe, share, and, you know, tell a friend, tell your parents, tell everyone about us. You can listen to us on all major platforms, so you can hear our beautiful voices everywhere, working out, at the grocery store. Anywhere podcasts are played, you can listen to us. We're there. One Drink Podcast. One Drink Podcast anywhere. Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere, as I'm sure all of you know, because you see our faces all over social media all the time. So, until next time, see ya.